Welcome to Easy Reliable channel. We will discuss today about database health check. So, whenever we perform the health check, we have multiple activity on that. We will not simply check only database. We will check some other related things as well. So, we will get some instruction for health check from management as well. What we need to check, but most common health check. I will discuss today with you. So first we will check database is up and running. So PHEF grep pmon. With the help of this command we can check whether database is up and running. If pmon is running, means database is running. Later we will check TNS entry. TNS entry, we will check the TNS is up and running or not. Status we will check. If it is up and running, okay, then we will check the remote connectivity to database using SQL plus. Using SQL plus we will check the database connectivity. Later we will log in on the database and check whether database is mounted or read write mode. If it is read write mode, then it is accessible for user or application. We can also check when database has started. We can check a brief active passive session on the database. Later we will check alert log file. So alert log file will record all activity for database. So we will check there any error or any bug are hitting. Okay, so we can check from here. Apart from this, sometime if any performance issue, then we need to check a blocking session as well. Sometime what happen, because of application issue, multiple session will get blocked by some other session. So we need to check that session. We need to identify first session and serial SQL detail. SQL detail we need to share with application team. They will confirm whether we can go ahead to kill session blocking session or not. Based on their response, we can decide. Apart from this, we need to check session as I told you earlier as well. So with the help of session, total number of session, we can understand load on database. So DBA use most of the time this type of the query. Sometimes they will use order by module status. Okay, so we can use also this one. We need to check also wait event, if it is any problematic wait event or normal wait event. So normal we need to check this one. Sometime what happen in morning, application team complain that database is running slow. So in that case, maybe some job is running, some maintenance job is running in BIO hours as well. So we need to kill, or we need to take decision based on the application or management decision. We need to take whether we need to kill or stop. What we need to do, they will guide us, they will instruct us. So these are the view DB underscore scheduler underscore job. So with the help of this job, we can check schedule job and DB underscore scheduler underscore running on job. With the help of this view, we can check whether job is running, currently running or not. So we can use this job. Sometime we need to understand the load on database using read log generation as well. If transaction is high on database, so in that case redo may be high. Okay, so it may affect the performance of database. So we need to check that one as well. We need to identify a particular SQL, which SQL is causing issue or generating high redo. Okay, whether it is a regular redo generation or one time redo generation, we can compare with previous redo generation statistics as well. Okay, so as I told you as well, sometime we will get a blocking session. So we need to check blocking session. So uh, based on the application decision, we need to kill blocking session. So before killing, we need to check session detail, process ID. Okay, so there are two way to kill the session. One is using database method. Okay, other is using OS method as well. So kill minus 9 we can use to kill any problematic session. Okay, so these are the SQL you can use to identify SQL running. Okay, v dollar SQL underscore test. V dollar SQL test is a view. With the help of this view, you can check SQL related to problematic session. Okay, so these are the command to kill the session at database level. Alter system kill session. We need to identify SID and serial hash. Then we need to kill that session. Otherwise, we can kill session using kill minus 9, which is OS level command. So we need to identify SPID or OS PID means. So if you are logging first time on the database, so maybe sometime you need to check size of the PGA, SGA shared pool. Okay, so you can understand the size of database load on database. So these are the command which use if SGA is a highly used means memory is a highly used, so we can check using this view v dollar memory underscore dynamic and underscore component, and other is a we can take the advice as well. So advisory is there, so pg underscore target and advice. This will help you to understand PGA statistics, and it will advise as well. If required, we need to increase. Okay, so as a part of health check, we need to check file system as well, which is related to database. So we can use def minus g, def minus k, and h, depends on the operating system you can use. We need to check backup as well, whether backup is running or what is frequency of the backup. Okay, so we can use this command to check the backup. List backup summary, list backup by data file. So these are the command. With the help of this command, we can check backup related statistics and details. Okay, table space, it is a regular check for DBA. Okay, if a space is not available at table space, we need to add data file, or we need to resize existing data file. So based on the output, okay, we can decide. So these are the command to check table space uses. So we can use this command. Apart from normal table, we need to check temporary table space as well. This table space is used for sorting purpose. So whether a space is free or not. Okay, so we can use this script to check temporary table space. Okay, if required, we need to add. So here you can see command to add a data file and to check temporary table space uses. Okay, so here again we are checking archive log file system and trace file location. So if trace file and archive log location get 100% full, in that case database may go in hang state. So we need to closely monitor this two file system. So if you are logging first time on a database, you need to check the size of database. Okay, so we can check db using the db underscore data file, and if for temporary table space, we can check db underscore temp underscore file. So for checking the actual size of database, actual data on database, so we can use db underscore segment view. Okay, I have mentioned here some basic performance related views. So we need to check event, we need to check active passive active inactive session, module wise session, or any long ops job is running. So we can use this script. Okay, so I have already explained. Okay, if problem we need to we need to analyze problem in details. So we have different report. Okay, AWR report, ADDM report, ASH report. These are the report. So with the help of this report, DBA can understand the load on database or any problematic event, any problematic SQL. So these are the very important. So senior DBA most of the time use this report, okay, to know the statistics of database. Sometimes if we get the job failure, so we need to check the job related log as well. So okay, so now we are discussing related to some OS level command. So we OS level command. So basic, these are the very basic OS level command: topaz, nmon, vm state. So these are the basic command. Okay, with the help of this command we can understand, we can check OS level utilization, means memory CPU. You can check using this command. Okay, if any top SQL is there, so we need to identify that process. So these are the SQL. Okay, v dollar session, v dollar process. Okay, these are script. Okay, we can use to identify. Later we will check which SQL is running, when it was running, with the help of the longest time. Okay, we can check. If we find any problematic session or SQL ID, so later we need to generate the explain plan. So with the help of the explain plan, DB can understand whether we good plan is being used or any bad plan. So we can take decision for that. Okay, this SQL is related to object level logging. Sometime if DML is running, so in that case object may get logged. So this SQL is related to top. If you want to check top 5 or top 10, 20, okay, SQL which are using computer or database resource, so we can use this script. Okay, these are related to performance related. So sometime we required to generate AWR report, or later we need to identify, if we identify in a SQL. Okay, so later we need to generate the explain plan. We need to once we create the explain plan, we need to go through that plan. Okay, DBA generally do this task. Okay, so if database, a standby database is running in your environment, so in that case you need to do health checking at a standby database as well. So some new process will run on a standby database, so we need to check MRP process. Okay, some other standby related process. So these are the SQL. Okay, you need to check if it is archive is not getting applied on a standby database, then you need to stop and start archival process. So these are the commands you can use to check applied log sync detail. Here you can check using this command. Okay, okay, so for the rack database, we have some rack related commands. So we need to check rack health check as well. Okay, cluster health check. So these are the commands: cractl status rest minus t, cractl state minus rest minus t init. Okay, configuration we need to check for ASM. So these are the command related to do health check of clusterware. Okay, we can check a session at rack database as well. So since in rack database we have more than 2 nodes, so we need to check a session instance wise. So we can use this command. Okay, these are the command related to check disk group uses. Okay, in rack environment we don't have that file system, so we have this group. Okay, so we can use this script to check disk group uses. Okay, so like database alert log, we have clusterware log as well. So everything will get recorded in that log file of clusterware. So at the time of any issue, node eviction, okay, any performance issue, okay, we need to check this log file. Okay, you can see location of log file. Okay, that's all. Thank you.